William Shakespeare. When you hear the name William Shakespeare, you more than likely think about the English playwright, poet, and actor, widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language. The guy who was born in Stratford-upon-Avon in the United Kingdom, and he also died in Stratford-upon-Avon, United Kingdom. I'm not even sure this guy existed, to be honest, but if he did exist, he was a Jesuit. His resting place, the Church of the Holy Trinity. I don't personally believe that this guy wrote Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, Hamlet, and many other plays at all. At all. I find it interesting that you have to learn about this guy at every school. And I've told you, if you're learning about certain people like Shakespeare or Martin Luther King at school constantly, then they probably either didn't exist or they wasn't very good people. And in my opinion, I don't even think Shakespeare existed. Spouse, Anne Hathaway, sounds like an actor of the current generation. But his most famous quote is arguably, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players." The meaning of this phrase is that this world is like a stage show, and all human beings are merely actors. Interesting, this was said in line 139. And Freemasonry gets you 139. But whether this guy existed or not, I just want to discuss some similarities between this guy and this guy, the first man to receive the vaccination, a guy from England called William Shakespeare, who has since died. They look alike, don't they? All the world's a stage. So William Shakespeare gets you 2 of the 4 ciphers of Society of Jesus, who I think came up with the character. William Shakespeare, 18779. And then Society of Jesus gets you the 187 and 79. So either he was a member or the Society of Jesus just came up with the character of William Shakespeare, which makes more sense to me. So a while ago, this guy was the first man to be vaccinated. And him being called William Shakespeare did not sit right with me, especially with him being from England. So I did a lot of digging recently about both these characters. And 423 years ago, Romeo and Juliet was originally published, which is arguably Shakespeare's most famous work, Romeo and Juliet. Originally published 1597. Okay? Shakespeare supposedly died April the 23rd. 423, okay? This boy, this brave soul, as the media portrayed him, got vaccinated in 2020. The time from Romeo and Juliet being published and the time William Shakespeare got vaccinated, 423 years. And we're told William Shakespeare died 423, April the 23rd. 423. What a ritual, eh? What an absolute ritual. William Shakespeare was the second person in the world to get the Pfizer-BioNTech jab and has since died of an unrelated illness. Okay. I wonder what that illness was. I wonder if it was connected to this. That's if he even got it, to be honest. William Shakespeare, 81, received his first COVID vaccine in December at University Hospital, Coventry. Shakespeare received the vaccine in December at University Hospital, Coventry, 20 miles from Stratford-upon-Avon. Okay, interesting. Stratford-upon-Avon, the birthplace of his namesake. This is such a ridiculous ritual. William Shakespeare was said to have jilted a Coventry woman on the eve of their wedding to marry Anne Hathaway. And like I've told you, I'm pretty sure there's an actress right now called Anne Hathaway. Coventry councillor Jane Innes, a friend of Mr. Shakespeare, said he had died on Thursday and added, "The best tribute to Bill is to have the jab." And they put this in quotation marks. I was like, okay, I wonder why. What's the gematria value of this? 193. It also gets you the 122 like Satanic and Pope Francis and Jesus Hominum Salvator. But the 193 stood out to me. 193 is the 44th prime. And who said this? Jane Innes. If that is indeed her real name. And that gets you 44 in the purest cipher. Also gets you 15-4, like the Society of Jesus were founded in 1540. And if you look with Shakespeare, he was born on 15-4. Again, like the Society of Jesus were founded 1540. Again, did this guy even exist? But the 44, as I've said many times, kill. Gets you 44. So this counsellor is saying the best tribute to Bill is to have the jab. He gets it and a year later he's dead. And people just say he died of old age. Just look at this photograph. Guys, the mockery. The absolute mockery. And I'm going to end it with this. Where's your proof? I know people say, where's your proof that Shakespeare didn't exist? Where's your proof he's a fictional character? My soul tells me. So this is me here. The mainstream media lies about literally everything. Here's the average person. Okay, I'm going to need you to verify that claim with a link to a credible mainstream media article. And as I said here, people demanding proof and evidence all the time are a real issue. Due to this, blatant rituals get dismissed. But do you have proof that man didn't step on the moon? Do you have proof this, that, and the other? Listen, I don't need proof. Where am I going to get this proof from? Can you prove that Pope Francis is satanic? No, I can't prove it. But I can show you photos of him putting up the devil horn, sticking his tongue out. I can connect his number to satanic rituals every single day. So these people, they need me to verify my claims with a credible mainstream media article when the fact checkers won't allow me to do that. The fact checkers that came out of nowhere since people like myself started spreading truth. These fact checkers. Again. But Adam, the fact checker said that what you're saying is not true. Oh, okay, sorry, my bad. I must be wrong. My apologies. Guys, all the world's a stage. And the majority of us have been played. We've been completely played. Well, I am writing my own script now. I am being the character that I want to be, not the one I've been told I should be. Why do we constantly have to learn about William Shakespeare? Again, think of Romeo and Juliet. It's about two teenagers who fell in love, who killed themselves. What type of story is that? Why do kids need to learn about suicide? Teenage suicide. When teenagers are confused. And it gets portrayed in the media that it was an amazing thing what they did. No, it wasn't. It was pathetic and embarrassing. And it's a disgusting story, Romeo and Juliet. It really is. So yeah, I don't think this guy existed at all. At all. Obviously somebody wrote this stuff. I don't think it was one guy called William Shakespeare from England. At all. But there you have it, guys. This right here, when I first heard about this guy being called William Shakespeare, I spat out my juice. I was drinking a glass of juice, I spat it out. I was like, no way the first man to get vaccinated was called William Shakespeare. There's just no way. You're joking. Well, it wasn't a joke, was it? Well, I think it was, but they said his name was William Shakespeare. And of course, he gets vaccinated and then shortly after dies of an unrelated illness. This guy didn't exist, and this guy here was not called William Shakespeare, guys. Have a great day. This is ridiculous.